Welcome to the Frank and Sandy Show. We're shooting here live from Costa Rica. That's
Hello.
right. Yet another star-studded adventure, including our beautiful dog, Isabella.
Hi, sweetheart.
Today we're going to be talking about, Isabella wants to talk about something else. She's starting to cry. But we're going to talk a little bit about things that are necessities. For example, water and electricity. It seems like everybody, when you come to Costa Rica, say, well, you got to get used to the water going out, the electricity going out. It's just the way things are.
Not true.
Well, it is true if you don't take steps to mitigate.
I'm sorry. Yes, of course, we tried to fix this problem so that we didn't have to accept that as being the norm. And of course, there's certainly going to be outages from time to time, but you can mitigate them dramatically.
Yeah, so you can have your cake and eat it too, or your electricity and use it too, or your
dinner when the power goes out. How about that one?
When we first got into our house here, it was only 10 days that we were here before Christmas. We got to Christmas Day and bang, the power went out for 5 hours in a row, and that was the end of Christmas dinner. We didn't have workarounds or mitigations. We were working on them, but we didn't have them in place yet. So the whole dinner was ruined, and we wound up, I don't know, eating bacon and ham or something off the gas grill or something. I don't remember what we did.
Thankfully, you know what? We had just moved in, so we didn't have any big Christmas feast planned anyway. But if we would have been having company over, I mean, the whole Christmas dinner would have been ad hoc at best.
Yep, and for most of our neighborhood, everybody missed Christmas dinner, so it wasn't a lot of fun for anybody. But there are things you can do to straighten that out. The first thing, let's talk about the water. With water, there's things you can do. For example, you can put in a water tank, and you need a pump and tie it into your lines. I don't know exactly what it would cost, but eyeballing it, it's going to be probably $1,000 to $2,000 depending on how you do it. And then you will have a good supply of water available as a backup, as a buffer, so to speak, so that it will automatically see, oh, no water coming in from the community, whether it's from the city or from your wells, depending on how you're set up. It'll go, oops, I need to start pumping the water out of the tank. And you can have 400-gallon tanks. They go bigger. And that's usually enough to get you through almost anything.
Right.
So for example, if you're using 50 to 100 gallons a day, which is a lot, and you have a 400-gallon tank, that'll buffer you for a lot of days.
And we've never even come close to needing that sort of level, but we have it in case we do.
And it's a simple solution, and it's just not a problem to use that as a buffer. And so that's a simple way to work around it. It's $1,000, $2,000. It depends on how big it is, how you set it up, who's doing the work.
How far you need to probably draw the plumbing from your water source. There's lots of factors, but it's not cost prohibitive to not have to deal with this small inconvenience of living in paradise.
Because you will be shocked at how many things take water when you don't have water.
How about waking up and not having coffee? How would you like that one?
Well, maybe you have a little in your reserve tank.
Well, okay, yeah.
But,
the power's going to come more into play on that one.
You go, okay, well, I'm just going to go get a drink of water and wait this up. The fridge doesn't work, the one putting the water through the refrigerator. And
I'd like a nice cold beverage. Oh, don't have any ice. Oops.
Oh, let me do some dishes while we're waiting this out. Oh, no water. Nope. Okay, I'm going to do some painting while we wait this out. Oh, my hands are all full of paint and I can't wash them now. Nice. It's a simple thing to get around a big problem, and it's just not worth the hassle to us to not have it.
Because it does happen frequently enough, even short interim outages. You really don't have to inconvenience yourself at all. You can have life to its fullest and easy access to it.
You might think, well, what's one or two times a month? What's that big deal for an hour or two? It's like, it's not so much the amount of time when it happens is the problem.
Right, it's always a surprise.
And you might be in the middle of something really critical that you need water for, and now no mas.
Right.
That means
you could be in the middle of washing your hair and it could go out. We've even had where there has been service being performed on electricity or water without any notice. And they said, oh, yeah, the reason it's not working is because they're working on lines and no one bothered to mention anything.
Yeah.
So you find out after the fact.
So at any rate, it's a simple solution to a problem that's very prevalent here, and you don't have to not have it. But that's pretty much the end of this segment. I'm going to leave you with some other great videos. Take a look at this.
The rule of thumb in Plaz de Coco is if you have a space to write something, you should do it. But just use brightly colored paint. Everything is colorful in Costa Rica. All the colors are used. All of them. On every sign. Everywhere you go. If you can paint signs in Costa Rica, you have a career. So take your time. There's no rush. There's plenty of time to get those signs painted. There's also plenty of buildings to paint. And if you run out of those, there's more signs. Some things need more paint. Most things don't need any. Everything is colorful. Every sign, every building, every material, everything. Even the chickens are colorful. But all that color adds a lot of beauty. Everything is better with color and paint.
We're the Frank and Sandy Show. We travel. Our guests have attitude. We turn up in exotic places.
Here we are in Costa Rica. We're actually still not there.
You'll find us on cruise ships. We're doing travel interviews.
I like puppies. Well, she must be a Democrat.
You'll never know what's around our next corner.